This Dave Chappelle stuff is not going away. I searched him today to see if anything new happened, and of course, there has. There's like 30 articles just from yesterday. This is what they do. Something they don't like, all these outlets write article after article after article. Then they go to Twitter, try to get the mob all riled up, and usually that will work. Not this time, which is amazing to see. Netflix not bending to them, which I'm honestly really shocked by. Like, I'm really shocked that Netflix is standing their ground on this. Because, I mean, you just don't go against the Twitter mob. Nobody does. This is, I think, one of the first times I've seen it. It's crazy that it's Netflix doing it. So, naturally, some people are going to try and use this to jumpstart their career. Channing Tatum, I mean, what has he even done lately? Mr. 21 Jump Street comes out and says, I hate that Dave Chappelle hurt so many people. He hurt their feelings. This is pretty much, as I've stated before, the equivalent of begging for a job. Here's Channing Tatum now saying, listen, yo, I can work. I need a job. I'm woke. I'm with it. Give me a job, man. Like, that's what he's doing, basically. I mean, why else come out and say something? So this is something he put in on Instagram. I understand that Dave is a very dangerous person to talk about at the moment. I understand and hate that he has hurt so many people with things he said. Any human can hurt someone, usually because they're hurt. But any human can heal and heal others just the same. This little piece healed me back in the day. I can't forget it. And I think he's sharing something like a clip here. I don't know. But it's just funny that, you have all these washed up people. So Channing Tatum, he's come out and tried to throw Dave under the bus. You had that Hannah Gadsby, some comedian that nobody really gives a shit about, came out, tried to use Dave to boost herself up. You'll see some more celebrities do it because they kind of have to pull shit out of their ass now to keep this going. But once another person messes up, they'll all move on to draw blood from that person because that's all these weirdos do. They just want to destroy everybody and everything. It doesn't really matter if Dave apologized or not. That wouldn't be enough for them anyway. Netflix could take the closer down. That would never be enough for them either. It's all about drawing blood. So once they get their blood, they move on to another target. That's all they do. These people are disgusting. Here's something surprising, though. A mainstream outlet, The Hill. Dave Chappelle refuses to be canceled. I didn't see this coming. This is a mainstream outlet defending him, by the way. Of course, they put it under opinion. It's funny how when there's a controversial opinion, they put it under opinion. But if it's, more narrative, they just put it under their regular news stuff. You ever notice that? Maybe it's just me, but I've seen that a few times. So I love this article. It says a lot of truthful things in it. It talks about when the social media mob and some in traditional media come to cancel anyone, usually those on the political right, the reaction often results in an apology from the person. After that apology is primarily driven in not by remorse, but by fear, which is true. Thankfully, in the name of all that is sane and sober, Dave Chappelle, the most fearless comedian of the 21st century, and certainly no conservative, is pushing back on attempts to cancel him. Why did he become a target? His comedy is deemed too offensive, too far over the line, no laughing matter, because he ridicules people, along with just about every other group in America today. In The Closer, his latest Netflix special, the 48-year-old Emmy winner had the audacity to defend Harry Potter author J.K. Rowling. So then he goes into the regular story here, but I was really shocked to see this. A lot of stuff here. Like one thing they point out here. This is NBC News reported that Chappelle was facing swift backlash for the routine and said swift backlash coming from random tweets from random people with relatively few followers. which is true. So this guy points out in what outlet was it? I think so NBC News says that he's being criticized on social media. They show 3 tweets. This guy absolutely destroys NBC News, by the way. The story cites 3 tweets. One from an account they call a Twitter user with 200 followers. The news story simply cites you as a one Twitter user said your opinion isn't newsworthy. It's irrelevant. Facebook is not the problem. So it's nice to see people actually defending him. But listen to this, and this is why I love this story, and I like the Hill story on this. But this story I mean with Dave Chappelle. Instead of apologizing or groveling or trying to appease a mob only interested in ending careers, Chappelle is pushing back in Chappelle fashion. If this is what being canceled is like, I love it. I don't know what to tell you except I'm a bad mother effer, he declared during a performance at the Hollywood Bowl in LA, earning a standing ovation in the process because people are sick of this shit. And this whole article's point is nothing in comedy should be off limits. And that's absolutely correct. And I'll tell you, like, people are saying Dave Chappelle is washed up. Dave Chappelle is done. All this stuff. Let me tell you something. I'm going to Nashville on Saturday to see Dave Chappelle and Joe Rogan. It's a stadium, Bridgestone Stadium, completely sold out. If you go on Ticketmaster right now, there's a handful of seats left. That's it. Like, you tell me that that's washed up? No, I think Joe Rogan is fine, but let's be honest. Like, the reason that whole stadium is completely sold out is probably because Dave Chappelle is going. And that's not a disrespect to Joe Rogan. I'm just saying Dave Chappelle is a huge name right now. And he's not backing down. Joe Rogan's the same way. Joe Rogan don't back down either. I'm really looking forward to this comedy show. Should be a good time. So, you know, it's nice to see this. And they don't know what to do because usually people will back down and bend the knee by now. And that's not happening. Dave is staying and standing strong. And so is Netflix. Like, I've gained some respect for Netflix now. A little bit. I'm still not happy about the cuties thing, but this is one of the few times in the past couple of years I've seen a company like stand against the woke mod. Like them or not, given that everybody else bends over and just takes it, you got to give them something for it. Anyway, looking forward to that show and loving this shit, man. I think it's great. So, you know, we'll see how far it goes. I'm looking for, like, they don't know what to do. They keep crying and I keep laughing. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Also, if you would please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out. Also, make sure to follow me over on Twitch. I do watch parties, play video games over there. They're always fun. Follow me over there and come hang out. Also, make sure you subscribe to YellowFlash, my other channel. There's a link to that in the description as well. I do a lot of live streams over there that I don't do on this channel. Usually smaller and a little bit more personal. So make sure you follow me over there and sign up.